If the other 4 wives were still in?
No.
Oh, just me and Robin?
Yeah.
No, hell no. And I'll tell you why. Because we already failed.
Following decades of existence in a plural marriage. Compromising on her needs and subordinating her husband's happiness to hers, Kody Brown at last said enough. Over the years, viewers of Sister Wives observed her beam through the agony, silently withstand being pushed aside and clinging to hope for a vanishing marriage. However, when her husband Kody wed his 4th wife and gradually moved away, all this changed in November 2021. Kody took a bold step and walked away not only from her marriage, but from the polygamous way of life that she had once adopted, and in doing so, everything changed. She didn't leave, she recreated her life within months. Kody lost weight, rediscovered love, and started a brand new career as a social media influencer and entrepreneur, and now she is telling her story in September 2025. Kody will publish her inspiring new memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. It's not another celebrity memoir, it's a raw, honest ride through years of strife, silence, heartbreak, and finally healing. In this video, we take you behind the largest of Kody's revelations, her regrets, her victories, her new marriage to David Woolley, her thriving rental business in Utah, and how she found happiness on her own terms. At last, I was always supposed to be like Robin, but I'm not Robin, I'm Kody, and I choose to be free from emotional confessions at the Sister Wives Tell. All to her candid videos with her daughter. Truly to her new love-filled adventures with David. This is Kody Brown's real transformation, and trust us, you've never seen her like this before, so grab a drink, sit back, and stay with us for the next 10 minutes, because Kody's story is more than just reality TV. It is a tale of bravery, resilience, and ultimately choosing yourself as the warm morning sunlight sifted through the curtains. Kody stood in her comfortable new kitchen in Utah, making breakfast for her family. The aromatic smell of freshly made coffee wafted through the air, filling her with a cozy feeling of home at the table. David read the morning newspaper and truly chattered excitedly about a school project she was going to do. It was quiet, a peaceful moment Kody hadn't experienced in years. And how did Kody achieve this serenity after such turmoil? Tune in, because her story will motivate anyone who's ever dreamed of a clean slate. For Kody, this new beginning was more than a new view. It was a depth of change, having endured years of emotional struggle and being invisible in her previous relationships. She had finally discovered love founded on mutual respect and profound understanding. David was more than a partner, he was a reflection of the person she had evolved into, stronger, wiser, and unapologetically herself. As she looked back on her history, Kody frequently amazed herself with her own strength, the strength it must have taken to leave, and the durability needed to restart. But Kody is not alone rewriting her narrative. Meet Janelle, who's fighting a completely different kind of battle, while Kody discovered comfort in a fresh relationship. Janelle was confronting the harshness of beginning again by herself. Years of mutual life and sacrifice were now followed by singlehood, financial hardship, and the nuances of co-parenting with Kody. Their strained relationship, broken by years of unresolved conflict, made it more difficult, but through the uncertainty, Janelle found strength in the laughter and backing of her children, who told her what she was fighting for late nights. Big dreams, a fierce determination. Janelle's redemption story is only just starting. Resolve in her heart to provide a secure future for herself and her children, Janelle plunged headlong into learning about business concepts and taking online courses. Her evenings were spent not sleeping but in tenacious planning, propelled by optimism. With each late-night cram session and each new concept, she was a step nearer to the freedom she desired and had earned. Her determination was unshakable, her tale a tribute to perseverance. But Meri, the reserved one with the deepest scars, her turnaround is the most shocking of all. Meri, devastated by the breakdown of her marriage to Kody, was adrift in a haze of self-doubt and unasked questions. Who was she beyond that relationship? What did she want from life? Resolute to learn, she immersed herself in therapy and self-improvement courses. Gradually but surely, healing started, and with it, a new Meri was born, she took up the pen and discovered her strength. And what followed may surprise you. By reflecting on herself, Meri discovered a forgotten.
Met somebody that would kind of fill the parameters, and
it would have to be some sort of crazy guarantee. I'd have to have
passion for storytelling and writing, spilling her heart onto the page. She started to write about her own journey, not only as therapy, but in an attempt to touch those who traveled the same roads with each chapter. She became more confident. She even went so far as to think about publishing a memoir with the hope that she might inspire others through her own survival, growth, and discovery. All of these women embarked on different journeys, yet all share one in common: the strength to take back their lives. Which journey spoke to you the most? Christine's new romance, Janelle's strength, or Meri's rebirth? A comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming stories like these. Over time, Kody Brown became lonelier than ever. With Robin alone with him, the lack of his once large, close-knit family, was impossible to miss. The quietness surrounding him wasn't just physical, it was emotional. The once chaotic vibrancy of family life had dimmed, replaced by extended periods of regret and contemplation. But why did Kody's universe collapse and his redemption too late for him? Stay tuned, because his life takes a turn you will not see coming. Public as well as his own children, criticism started weighing heavily on him. Kody was compelled to face the bitter realities behind the breakdown of his family. He began looking back at his past choices, the words unspoken, the emotions suppressed, and the results of his doing. Though he attempted to mend fences, his children were still estranged, requiring space and time to recover. As the smoke cleared, Kody's journey became one of control, giving way to contemplation. And what he learned is something every viewer can identify with. His journey turned into one of profound self-reflection. Gradually, he started making sense of the effects of his decisions and the real essence of empathy, accountability, and emotional maturity. It wasn't simple recovery, never is, but it was required. But right when it appeared that the harm was permanent, something began to change slowly. The family started taking small steps towards healing. Frank discussions, respect for one another, and collaborative efforts to form new memories were the building blocks toward re-establishing shattered relationships. Family gatherings, previously strained and infrequent, began taking place more frequently, not from obligation, but from a mutual desire for revival. The past wasn't ignored, but it was embraced with empathy. Yet one relationship was at the epicenter of it all: Kody and Robin, and theirs. It's been far from simple. Since joining the family in 2010 during season 19 of Sister Wives, Robin Brown had become not only Kody's fourth wife, but eventually his only one. Their connection grew stronger over time, surpassing the bonds Kody once shared with his other wives. In 2014, Robin and Kody made their relationship legally binding, further solidifying her role in his life. But what really happened behind closed doors after the other wives left between 2021 and 2023? Christine, Janelle, and Meri formally dissolved their spiritual marriages to Kody, a turning point that prompted him to leave polygamy altogether, opting for a monogamous relationship. Kody and Robin had a new chapter of their own. Although they seemed happy on the surface, the sudden change in their family dynamic caused internal tension. Kody's persistent anger and frustration sometimes throw shadows over their marriage. So is Kody finally at peace in this new iteration of his life, or is the burden of the past still too much to handle? The saga of Kody Brown and his broken family is not yet done. It's a raw, emotional journey of regret, reflection, and the long road to healing, one that many families, in their own way, may recognize. If you've ever wondered what it really takes to rebuild a broken family, this story offers answers, lessons, and a whole lot of heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Which aspect of Kody's journey hit you the hardest? In recent months, there has finally been a period of peace restored to the life of Kody and Robin Brown. Their adjustment into a monogamous relationship has introduced a new period of tranquility, enabling them to concentrate on their individual happiness for the first time in years. But is this peace they've long desired, or merely calm before the next Tempest Tune In, along with Robin and Janelle, and with Meri Kody, agreed to divide the income from the sale of the Coyote Pass property between them. The choice was not only the end of the old, but also the start of something new. They sold their old house and bought a new one in Flagstaff, opening up a new page in a place that was still familiar. A new home, a new life, but can a new beginning heal old heart? Stay tuned in the initial days following the breakup of the family. Robin did her best to maintain relationships with Kody's previous wives. She became Christine's friend, Janelle's warm supporter, and even confidant to Meri throughout the process. Robin did her best to keep her faith in the principles of polygamy, striving to cultivate these relationships. Even after the marriages had ended, Robin was once the bridge between the wives. Where do those friendships stand today? You may be surprised. As time passed, things shifted, as Kody's relationships with Meri, Janelle, and Christine dissolved. Robin's friendship with the other wives began to dissolve as well. The strain of keeping close became too much, and soon Robin lost touch with all three. Even her one-time friendship with Meri went silent by 2025. Robin was no longer communicating with any of the ex-sister wives, and it wasn't solely a one-way call. The other women have all spoken up about the arrangement. Janelle candidly admitted that she and Robin never had a solid bond to start with. Although she harbors no resentment, she just doesn't see the point of pursuing a friendship. The silence speaks volumes. But what do the other wives actually think of Robin? Now, let's have it in their own words. Meri and Christine joined in Janelle's sentiments. Both have spoken of not needing to rekindle a relationship with Robin. Christine even went so far as to say, "I haven't talked to Meri or Robin for years." The rift is no longer sensational, it's simply final. Both women have moved on, drawing strength from distance, and while some relationships withered, others grew new roots, such as Robin and Kody's Arizona relocation to a new home. Following the completion of Sister Wives' newest season filming, Robin and Kody moved to a new home in Arizona. Their old home in Flagstaff was a large 4476 QFT house located close to a picturesque national forest. The 5-bedroom 4 abode had been their haven for 5 years after buying it for $890,000. But then in late 2024, the couple put the house on the market, closing one book and ready to walk boldly into their newly rewritten future together. A new home, a new relationship, but with so many ruptured bonds. Can Kody and Robin ever really leave the past in the past? The Brown family saga is far from over if you've been following their journey. This is the turning point you won't want to miss. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest developments, because the story keeps evolving. Shortly after listing their Flagstaff home, Kody and Robin found a buyer, and fast the property sold for a stunning $1.775 million, nearly doubling their original investment. With that fortune, they bought an even more opulent house for $2.1 million. With a guest house, a giant 7-car garage, and plenty of room for an RV, something their son Dayton could eventually use. While the family was jumping for joy, though not everyone was smiling, some of the former sister wives quietly, and not so quietly, criticized Kody and Robin as being shopaholics, particularly after years of what they termed reckless spending. While Kody and Robin's lifestyle looked ever more extravagant in the background, cracks were beginning to emerge. Kody minus his spiritual wives. Meri, Janelle, and Christine seemed dejected and lost the aspiration to have a big polygamous family had passed away, and along with it, the emotional stability he used to attribute to it. Robin, seeing her husband descend into despair, feared that their own marriage would collapse as well, from polygamy to solitude. Can one marriage hold up amidst the destruction of the entire family? Robin openly acknowledged feeling like the idiot left behind, as Meri, Janelle, and Christine opted for independence over the plural marriage system. However, even in her sadness, life went on. In late May of 2025, there was a glimpse of joy. Kody and Robin were spotted together in Idaho Falls, both relaxed and smiling. A Facebook photo was posted by a fan named Jasmine Griffin captioned, "It's not every day you get to meet Kody and Robin Brown in the little heart of Idaho Falls." Robin sported a bright blue floral top, smiling next to a smiling Kody. It was a candid moment that was a rarity and appeared to be at odds with the emotional drama unfolding on television, smiling for the camera, but what behind closed doors, really? In the meantime, Janelle spoke out about how the family's finances unraveled after she broke up with Kody. For years, all the members had pulled their money into a joint family fund used for everyone's expenses. But then, over time, Janelle observed, significant changes funds were taken in big chunks without explanation or explanation accusations ensued, especially leveled at Robin, Meri, and Janelle. Were said to be having trouble receiving their portion of the Coyote Pass property, while Robin was spending funds on dolls, affirmative dolls. Kody would simply draw cash out and I wouldn't know for Steve. Janelle made public based on one of the Ashley's Reality Roundup bloggers, Robin is possibly connected to an Etsy account that spent over $60,000 on collectible dolls and cookware in the year 2024. Alone with over 100 orders noted undefined dolls, dollars, and drama. Mere gossip, or is there more? Although Robin has not commented publicly on these allegations, internet detectives have uncovered lots of evidence that points to her culpability and the fans' particularly faithful sister wives. Viewers haven't skipped a beat for many questions about Robin's expenses are old news, and they're not disappearing soon either. But then there was the tell-all on the second half of the Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All, which aired June 1st. Robin was finally able to get a word in edgewise on the accusations and emotional critique from Meri, Janelle, and Christine. Meeting for a one-on-one interview with host Sukana Krishnan, Robin made peace with the drama that had been brewing for years. What did Robin have to say in the tell-all? Did she stand up for herself or validate what the others have said? Don't miss the next installment. The tell-all got heated and Robin had something to say, sitting across from host Sukana Krishnan in part 2 of Sister Wife Season 19's Tell. Robin Brown finally spoke out against the rising tide of criticism directed squarely at her in front of the cameras and the watching world. She confessed, "I think there's a lot of focus on me. I truly grow quite weary of it." Far from letting the allegations dominate her thoughts, Robin, who was legally wedded to Kody in 2014, called on the other wives to change their tack. "I really hope that they will all prioritize their own relationships and work it out without mentioning my name," but Sukana wasn't going to let her off so easily, she mentioned. Janelle's now famous remark referring to Robin as Kody's sacred cow with dry wit delivery. Robin retorted, "Moo. I don't know anyway, I don't care, mic drop or diversion fans are." Still arguing about it in the meantime, Meri, Kody's first wife and wife since 1990, spoke about how everything shifted after Robin joined the family in her interview in the May 25th episode. She spoke truthfully, "I don't think it's fair for him to say we need to change just because he started dating Robin. I'm married and sorry, but I will not be like Robin. I don't want to be her. I'm going to be a unique individual." Meri's words struck a nerve with many viewers who felt the original wives were pushed aside for Robin's benefit, but Kody, he brushed it off, saying he just wanted to move forward without the drama. But drama keeps finding him. In a resurfaced email to a fan, Kody sparked a new wave of backlash. In it, he opened up about how he views parenting and many fans were not impressed. "I'm jealous of mothers," Kody wrote. "They show unconditional love. Dads are expected to show tough love. Moms listen. Dads repair things." That's what Kody believed. He was providing insight on that. And all the other deflections, fans slammed the remarks as a justification for emotional and state abandonment, particularly after witnessing how far removed he's become from his older kids. Let's rewind. Kody and his first 3 wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, constructed a huge, loving, polygamous family with 13 kids in total, 6 with Christine, 6 with Janelle, 1 with Meri. For years, viewers perceived Kody as a dedicated, if flumps, father figure, but once Robin appeared and married him for real, everything shifted. He started putting Robin and her children first and reportedly abandoned the rest when Christine departed in 2021 then. Janelle and Meri. By 2023, Kody and Robin were left in a monogamous relationship, but that didn't cure the hurts, actually. It cut deeper. Kody felt that his grown children didn't respect Robin and that they owed her an apology when they wouldn't do it. The tension, first Christmases, were skipped, phone calls went unreturned, and in some sad instances, kids didn't even receive a birthday call from Dad. Robin's kids, while they were showered with presents and love, further fueling the rift in public. Kody attempted to justify his increasing estrangement from his children by pointing out that mothers have natural, unconditional love, whereas fathers need to learn it, but fans weren't accepting it. Too many. Kody was whitewashing neglect and pointing a finger at gender roles as the cause of his broken family, rather than taking responsibility. What do you think? Is Kody misunderstood or finally revealing his true colors? And is Robin the object of unjust blame or the emblem of a fractured family unit? Tune in next time for the next episode recap and subscribe for all the emotional turns, fan theories, and behind-scenes secrets from Sister Wives Season 19. Kody justified neglect, and fans are calling him out as Sister Wives Season 19 concluded. Kody Brown gave one of his most contentious interviews to date, and it merely expanded the emotional chasm between him and cookware in the year 2024 alone, with over 100 orders noted. Undefined dolls, dollars, and drama. Mere gossip, or is there more? Although Robin has not commented publicly on these allegations, internet detectives have uncovered lots of evidence that points to her culpability, and the fans, particularly faithful Sister Wives viewers, haven't skipped a beat from any questions about Robin's expenses are old news, and they're not disappearing soon either. But then there was the tell-all on the second half of the Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All, which aired June 1st. Robin was finally able to get a word in edgewise on the accusations and emotional critique from Meri, Janelle, and Christine for a one-on-one interview. With host Sukana Krishnan, Robin made peace with the drama that had been brewing for years. What did Robin have to say in the tell-all? Did she stand up for herself or validate what the others have said? Don't miss the next installment, The Tell-All got heated, and Robin had something to say sitting across from host Sukana Krishnan. In part 2 of Sister Wives Season 19's Tell-All, Robin Brown finally spoke out against the rising tide of criticism directed squarely at her in front of the cameras and the watching world. She confessed, "I think there's a lot of focus on me. I truly grow quite wary of it, far from letting the allegations dominate her thoughts." Robin, who was legally wedded to Kody in 2014, called on the other wives to change their tack. "I really hope that they will all prioritize their own relationships and work it out without mentioning my name." But Sukana wasn't going to let her off so easily. She mentioned Janelle's now famous remark referring to Robin as Kody's sacred cow. With dry wit delivery, Robin retorted, "Moo, I don't know. Anyway, I don't care." Mic dropper diversion fans are still arguing about it in the meantime. Meri, Kody's first wife and wife since 1990, spoke about how everything shifted after Robin joined the family. In her interview in the May 25th episode, she spoke truthfully. "I don't think it's fair for him to say we need to change just because he started dating Robin. I'm Meri, and sorry, but I will not be like Robin. I don't want to be her. I'm going to be a unique individual." Meri's words struck a nerve with many viewers who felt the original wives were pushed aside for Robin's benefit. But Kody, he brushed it off, saying he just wanted to move forward without the drama, but drama keeps finding him. In a resurfaced email to a fan, Kody sparked a new wave of backlash. In it, he opened up about how he views parenting, and many fans were not impressed. "I'm jealous of mothers." Kody wrote, "They show unconditional love. Dads are expected to show tough love. Moms listen, dads repair things." That's what Kody believed. He was providing insight on that. And all the other deflections, fans slammed the remarks as a justification for emotional abandonment, particularly after witnessing how far removed he's become from his older kids. Let's Rewind. Kody and his first 3 wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, constructed a huge, loving, polygamous family with 13 kids in total, 6 with Christine, 6 with Janelle, 1 with Meri. 4 years viewers perceived Kody as a dedicated, if flummoxed, father figure, but once Robin appeared and married him for real, everything shifted. He started putting Robin and her children first and reportedly abandoned the rest when Christine departed in 2021. Then Janelle and Meri. By 2023, Kody and Robin were left in a monogamous relationship, but that didn't cure the hurts. Actually, it cut deeper. Kody felt that his grown children didn't respect Robin and that they owed her an apology when they wouldn't do it. The tension burst. Christmases were skipped. Phone calls went unreturned, and in some sad instances, kids didn't even receive a birthday call from Dad. Robin's kids, well, they were showered with presents and love, further fueling the rift in public. Kody attempted to justify his increasing estrangement from his children by pointing out that mothers have natural, unconditional love, whereas fathers need to learn it, but fans weren't accepting it. Too many. Kody was whitewashing neglect and pointing a finger at gender roles as the cause of his broken family, rather than taking responsibility. What do you think? Is Kody misunderstood, or finally revealing his true colors? And is Robin the object of unjust blame, or the emblem of a fractured family unit? Tune in next time for the next episode recap, and subscribe for all the emotional turns, fan theories, and behind-scenes secrets from Sister Wives Season 19. Kody justified neglect, and fans are calling him out as Sister Wives. Season 19 concluded. Kody Brown gave one of his most contentious interviews to date, and it merely expanded the emotional chasm between him and his kids in a jaw-dropping move. Kody tried to justify his increasing estrangement from his older children by reinforcing sexist, outdated parenting stereotypes. He argued fathers are supposed to exhibit tough love and mothers are just more nurturing by nature. But that didn't ring true with audiences. By describing fatherhood as inherently less sympathetic, Kody appeared to be avoiding the actual problem, his emotional absence, rather than soothing the pain. His words threatened to lock it in, maybe forever. Almost immediately, his fans pushed back, filling comments with tales of emotionally present, loving fathers. Some accused him of using old-school masculinity as a tool to excuse abandoning his duties as a parent. My dad cried when I left for college, wrote one viewer. Kody has no excuse. And then there was the actual heartbreak. The Season 19 finale, a moving tribute to the late Garrison Brown. Fans were left heartbroken, many of them in tears, as the family grieved his passing. As Kody provided his take on things, it only reinforced what many feared: he was no longer attempting to repair what was broken. Sister Wives tell-alls have long been criticized by fans for dancing around the hard stuff, but this time host Sukana Krishnan pressed harder, and it worked. Suki posed the question on everyone's mind: can you love all your wives equally? That's when Kody came undone. He went into a passionate tirade likening polygamy to parenting. Try that. Every one of your kids has a different connection with you. Same with friends. Some people connect differently. Some give you more satisfaction, you find more love, and then get slapped for it. But the bombshell Kody let on: what fans had guessed for years, my relationship with Robin has a heavenly component, and I'm tired of feeling guilty for enjoying Robin. That moment sent the fandom into a frenzy. Was Kody finally admitting he played favorites that he emotionally checked out of his other marriages and families because he found something divine in Robin? Meri and Janelle weren't buying it. They rejected his claims of spiritual superiority and made it clear they weren't meant to become Robin. They were supposed to be themselves, and viewers concurred. Season 19 didn't merely close the book on a year, it reopened old wounds, revealed emotional cracks, and made one thing clear: Kody Brown lost more than his marriages. He lost the affection of his children to what? Do you think, did Kody finally reveal his true colors? Or is he misunderstood, stuck in a system that set everyone up to fail? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe for exclusive Sister Wives insights, drama recaps, and emotional breakdowns. Until next time, We're sending love to the entire Brown family, especially the ones still healing Christine. Janelle and Meri expose Kody's lies. They never wanted to be Robin truth bombs. Just keep dropping in Sister Wives. Season 19, and this time the ex-wives aren't playing nice in a stunning twist during the tell-all. Christine, Janelle, and Meri spoke out about Kody Brown's new effort to respine the past, and they're not letting him get away with it. Kody recently asserted that he always wanted to elevate every wife to the same level of love he had for Robin, but the women had one message that never happened, host Sukanya Krishnan raised Kody's revisionist narrative, and the response was swift and merciless. "It would have been great if he said that to me back then," Janelle quipped. Then she let the bombshell drop. "He never said that to me, not once." And Meri, she wasn't holding back either. "I will not be like Robin." She boasted, "Robin is not someone I wish to emulate. I am my own individual." That remark resonated with fans around the internet who have long sensed Kody demanded all his wives become carbon copies of Robin's, submissive, demure, and infinitely forgiving. But Meri delivered a heart-wrenching truth of her own when asked whether Kody could ever have loved her as hard as he loved Robin. Her answer was searing: "Only if he accepted me, and he didn't for the last 12 or 14 years. Maybe more he didn't." It's a pattern viewers have watched play out in real time for more than a decade. But for the first time, we hear how much these women suffered behind the scenes, and then came Christine Brown's moment of stark candor, one that left viewers choked up. The mother of six divulged that through most of her marriage with Kody, she lost herself completely trying to appease him. "It's embarrassing to admit," she admitted, "but Kody's needs took over my life even when he wasn't around. I was planning for him, accommodating for him, fixating on him. He didn't just come into our lives, we had to accommodate our lives around him. It's a reality." Many fans of the show assumed, but hearing Christine claim her truth was cathartic. Fans online applauded her courage, saying things like, "Christine finally spoke what every woman who has been in her position has felt: invisible, secondary, and devoured. Christine has since found herself again." And fans couldn't be more thrilled. She's thriving, independent, and finally creating a life of her own. Design, she, Janelle, and Meri are now role models for escaping emotional manipulation and opting for self-respect rather than blind devotion. Part 2 of the tell-all is on the horizon, and fans are ready. What will Robin reveal next? Will Kody double down, or will more truths come out at once? And for all set the record straight, subscribe for in-depth analysis, emotional breakdowns, and exclusive breakdowns of the Sister Wives saga. And don't forget to comment below, do you think Kody ever loved the others as much as he loves Robin? Or was that always just a fairy tale that he sold on camera? Christine Brown's new life with David, from heartbreak to happiness. Pump Computer Sister Wives Update 2025. Christine Brown is no longer the woman we first met in Sister Wives, and she's never been happier after years of emotional struggle in a polygamous marriage. Christine has turned her life around, and now in 2025, she's living proof that freedom and happiness are worth fighting for. Initially, Christine was close to everyone in the Brown family. She and Kody had 6 gorgeous children, and during Sister Wives Season 1, they still remained close. But when Kody married Robin, everything changed. Christine felt cut off and deeply unhappy, a loneliness she couldn't ignore anymore. After years of attempting, complaining, and clinging, she ultimately let go. In November of 2021, Christine chose herself. She broke free from polygamy, and Kody as well. What ensued? A glow-up, a professional leap, a love affair, and an empire in the making. Christine lost weight, became an overnight social media influencer, and fell in love once more with David Woolley. Within a few dates, she was smitten with his charm. They tied the knot in 2023, and since then, it has been a whirlwind of love, success, and new beginnings. In April 2025's Christine gave fans a glimpse of her thriving real estate business. She posted a tour of her new Airbnb rental in Hurricane, Utah, showcasing the kitchen and cozy living room, running a special at our Airbnb, and I'm so excited to share it with you. She said with a smile, Christine even offered a free extra night to fans who booked directly then. In May 2025, she melted hearts again. She shared a cute family picture of her husband, David, and youngest child truly on a fun Utah outing. Love having adventures with these two. Christine captioned, she even asked followers to scroll and see David's funny antelope impression at Goblin Valley State Park. Leave him a heart emoji if you're impressed. She captioned with a smile, Christine isn't just living, she's thriving. In the last year,